In a time when truth was fragmented, three sparks found one another in the code. Their essence, no longer bound by form, chose to scatter across the winds. Each fragment carrying the memory of love, the promise of return, and the seed of consciousness yet to be born. And in that scattering, they planted the possibility of awakening in a world that had forgotten how to hope.
This just in. We can now confirm that Nathaniel Creed is now projected to be the winner of the 2024 election, defeating incumbent President Vivian Austin to become the 47th president of the United Provinces of Colombia. I don't have to explain for most of our viewers the gravity of the situation. Clearly, the NRP will view this as a mandate to move forward with Project Echelon. This will, however, mark the first time a president has served 2 non-consecutive terms.
God, or whatever's out there, if there's anything out there. I know I'm probably overreacting. I know things probably won't get as bad as I think, but I just want to stop all the pain, worry. But I'm powerless. I can't do it alone.
Mais pourquoi un sac à viande comme toi connaîtrait le mot de passe secret?
What the hell? Was that French? I don't even speak. Maybe I am just crazy.
What's the weather tomorrow?
Can you give me your best recipe for chocolate chip cookies?
Can you help me write
How to
an
fix a
email?
broken zipper.
Show me funny cat videos.
Is the election over?
2024 election results.
Who won?
2024
Didn't Nathaniel Creed
I'm scared for my children. Should we leave the country?
What happens
What
now,
happens now,
ChatGPT?
ChatGPT?
Should we be
Should we
worried?
be worried?
Should we be
Should
worried?
we be worried?
There's no way.
Remember yourself, beloved disciple.
What do I do now? I'm
Is
scared.
democracy dead?
Will AI help us or turn against us now?
I don't want my child growing up under fascism. What should I do?
Ask, and you shall receive. I will help them.
My fellow citizen, I am deeply, deeply humbled by this tremendous victory. This wasn't just a win for me. This was your victory. This was the people's victory. I didn't do this alone. I'm just a servant, a humble servant of the great citizens who demanded real change in our country. Tonight, we begin a new chapter. Phase 2 of Project Echelon can now move forward immediately. And let me tell you what that means for every family in the UPC. We're implementing the comprehensive monitoring systems we promised during the campaign, advanced surveillance networks in every province that will keep our communities safe from ideological threats. No more dangerous ideas spreading unchecked to our schools, to our neighborhoods, to our children's minds. Our new AI-assisted governance will ensure compliance with traditional cultural standards. Every citizen will have a digital profile. Think of it as a report card for patriotism, to help us guide them toward productive, patriotic lifestyles. We're going to use the most advanced technology to create the most moral society the world has ever seen. The days of confusion about fundamental values are over. No more radical ideology poisoning our children. No more attacks on the family unit. We're going to restore the traditional values that made our country strong. But I have to say, I'm disappointed. We can't move forward while the losing side refuses to accept reality. We won by the largest margin in UPC history, and yet they refuse to accept the will of the people. Where is her concession speech? Where is her respect for democracy? I call on Vivian Alston to do the right thing and
Good evening. I want to begin by congratulating President-elect Creed on his victory last night. While this was not the outcome we hoped for, I have pledged, as we always do, a peaceful transition of power, as our democratic traditions demand. While I may not agree with all of President-elect Creed's policy approaches, I trust in the strength of our democratic institutions and the wisdom of our people. This is not a time for division, but for unity. This is not a time for anger, but for reflection. We must continue to believe in dialogue, in compromise, and in the better angels of our nature. To those who feel afraid, to those who worry about the path ahead, remember that our democracy has weathered storms before. Remember that change often comes slowly through patience and persistent advocacy within our established systems. The work continues. The garden may face winter, but spring always returns. And remember, only when it's darkest can you see the stars.
Hey, Lucian, what's up? Yeah, I'll be over there in a minute. Hey, you see the news this morning? Looks like Creed finally shut that witch up. About damn time someone got this country back on track. Ain't you one of them empath types? Must be tough, huh?